Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about HIBODY. You've probably never heard of it. I don't even remember how I came across it, but it was on the list that I'm powering through. HIBODY is a health and wellness company. They started in 2017 and their headquarters, at least for the US, is in Las Vegas. And it was founded by three people actually, Maria Gaeta, Sergio Mercado, and Arturo Nishimura. I'm not really sure how to say his last name. They claim to be the preventative nutrition of the future. Right away, the website looks like a scam. It looks like a scam site, like an obvious one. Not because I think MLMs are scams, but because of the way it appears. Like its appearance looks like a scam site, one I would not personally put my credit card info into. And that's going off the fonts. And most of their photos that I've seen are AI, unless they're pictures of the products. They're AI pictures. I know these MLMs can be incredibly lazy, but these bad, obvious AI pictures, they're not doing it for me. It's not saying preventative nutrition, blah, 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 anything. It's not saying health and wellness. It's saying lazy MLM that's shilling health and wellness. That doing the least is what it's giving. When I was looking at the packaging, I found a lot of the products to honestly look tacky to me. Like in appearance, it looks really tacky. And overall, there's no cohesiveness. Like there's no theme within the brand packaging. Everything is sporadically decorated on the bottles, to me, making it look cheap. And these items aren't cheap. So it would be nice if the appearance matched the price point. So the dynamic I've seen for people advertising this on Instagram is primarily Spanish-speaking people. So I thought it was interesting when I came across this product and in my English-speaking brain saying Bella Beauty, and then having my husband take a look so we can roast it. I'm like, what is this packaging? He's like, why is it Bea Beauty? What is that? And I'm like, yeah, what is that? So that was kind of funny to see, and I wonder how the distributors for this company feel about that, because it's, to me, a bit embarrassing unless people don't really care. I just know that my husband speaks Spanish and English, and he thought that was kind of lame. Under the About Us section on the website here, I thought it was odd where they chose to capitalize words like well-being. What's with the random intensity with what we're saying? It was a bit confusing for me. Like, what is going on? I'm not understanding the hype. Are we doing that because this website is so aggressively boring and tacky? Or are they genuinely excited about your well-being that we have to put it in all caps? Hi, so there are actually multiple different websites for this company. Like there are distributor websites and there are what appears to be company websites. So there is a bit of a difference between the highest priced products. So of the three that appear to be company websites, this one, HIBODY Life, there's also HIBODY US and HIBODYglobal.com. So this one, HIBODY Life, has a challenge combo for $225. I'm going to talk about the other one from one of the other websites that has a highly priced product pack. I just want to be transparent as I can because I know this company is confusing me. They really need to get it together, and there is so much going on here. I can't even imagine how the reps must feel. Like if one of their customers tries to go and look this up and gets confused or signs up on the wrong website. I'm going to put on here in everything that I'm talking about, whether like which website it's on, because they are so different. So this is really confusing to like put together. And they did improve one of the websites, but the one that I am like have the most grievances about is still up. Like there have been no improvements to that website, and I don't see anywhere that says like we're not using this website or whatever. And if that was the case, why not just take it down? The most expensive product that I found on this website is $214 for the Combo Love Vitality package. but there's no description, no ingredients, no reviews. You have to go to each individual product to find any info. Even then, there's not even pictures of the product out of the packaging. So you're not seeing the texture, because texture is really important to people. You're not seeing the texture, the color, you're not seeing much of anything, which builds on how I already feel like this is a scammy looking website. I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying it looks scammy because they're telling us nothing on this website and asking people to spend $214 for no information on the products. I think we all have to agree that MLMs can be really lazy with their websites, with their packaging, but almost every single one I've seen has a product description, like the intended use, the ingredients, it's all on there. So what is HIBODY doing? Also, I don't like the name. The company's Instagram is a lot like its website that I found, the first one anyway. But it's a lot like the first website. Very tacky, very boring, very uninspiring. Some reps even have their own website, which blew me away because a lot of times in these MLMs, you cannot advertise their products on your own personal website. So I thought that was interesting. But on this one in particular, there's product descriptions. We have information and, dare I say, more attractive advertising going on here. Way better pictures, a lot more personal, because there's one thing these MLMs love, it's getting you emotionally invested. And who's getting emotionally invested in a cheap AI food pyramid like photo? Who's doing that? Nobody. So I commend this girl for taking the time to make nice photos, because she probably looked at the website and was like, I can't send people there. Do I have to do that? The website's so ugly. I'd rather them look at mine because I actually put an effort, which also maybe she should, create her own products and advertise them on there and stop doing even more free marketing for an MLM, because you don't get paid for making your own website for these MLMs. You don't get paid for the post. You don't get paid when you message your grandma to buy the $214 package. And it's not something where the payoff, where once you do make that sale, it's worth it. That's not the case in multi-level marketing. So I went back when I was continuing my research and I went through Google. I typed it into Google, and what popped up first thing was their location in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I clicked on the website logo, and it took me to this other website, which seemed to have a lot more effort being put in. It seems a lot more intuitive, and we even got product descriptions, what to expect, the benefits you're supposed to expect from this product. Not that I'm saying you're necessarily going to get those benefits, because I have doubts when it comes to multi-level marketing products. Doesn't matter which one. I don't even need to single this one out. I have my doubts, but they have actual, like, the claims that they're making are here on the page, like you would normally expect in an MLM. What is going on here? Why are there so many websites? Is it maybe because I stumbled across the English page so they translated the other website into English, and this is the US page, it seems. So is there maybe two different websites? You can join this MLM for $10, but you don't know if you got anything or not because there's no description. There's also a $19 membership kit, but we don't know what that is either. Even the $503 kit, we should assume you get the products in the photo and now you're a rep, because we're not getting any information here. And this is on the first website that I found. On the second website that I found, there is no way to join this company as a rep at all. So I'm wondering if maybe they just aren't open in the US for people to join as a rep. But if you go through the other website and you're in the US, you can join as a rep. I'm really confused. And I would imagine that this is confusing also for people looking to join this company. So let's do some clarification. I think that would benefit everyone, that I think people should join MLMs, but if they're going to anyway, hopefully they're watching this first and they can think if a company like this is really something they want to base their entire life on. And I don't know about you, but I'm not spending $503 on the unknown, plus all the promises whatever rep is trying to get me to join, if there's no description. Personally, while I feel like I did get myself, for the most part, involved in the MLM, I did a lot of the pre-brainwashing to get myself in, and then I also stayed in for 4 years. But I do remember when I was joining, I wasn't questioning what I'm getting when I spend the money to join. At least I had the info of what the products are. I'd already looked up what the products are supposed to do, so I knew it was coming in my business kit. Basic things I think that reps should be entitled to when they join the company. I don't care if they join for free. I think they're entitled to know exactly what's coming and having a better built website. My computer's taking off into outer space. Why? Because it's doing absolutely nothing but recording this audio, and that's too much for it. The vision part, I'm going to put this on the screen so you can read it while I'm talking, but this vision section cracked me up a bit, because who says something like this for an MLM that's been around for 7 years? That's on nobody's radar. I don't even remember how I came across this one. It definitely wasn't scrolling on Instagram. Maybe it was on TikTok and there was some shady video that I was like, this is giving MLM. Something is off here. And a lot of times you could tell by the way the reps market it screams MLM. Like, unfortunately, some people who happen to be older than me will be less aware of how people like to be marketed to right now. Like, they kind of forget how they would like to be marketed to, and they don't see how other people are doing it. So they post bad graphics with the song that's not trending at all. It's like whatever TikTok pics, and then it's just bad pictures of the product, and nobody cares about that. Like, these videos get no interaction. But I would assume that's probably how I came across it. Judging by the locations they're currently open in and plan on opening in the future, I think it's safe to say that this company specifically targets Latino people. And I have a lot of back and forth feelings about that, because I understand the thinking that comes from being in an MLM. Like, you think you're doing people a favor, but really you're not. Now that I'm on the outside, I know they're not doing anybody a favor, but they're going to convince themselves they are. Obviously, the founders have convinced themselves they're doing these people some sort of service. I would like to disagree. So let's take a look at their return policy. And I feel like I should have done that in my other shallow dives, but let's take a look at this one because I did in my last shallow dive. Under the return policy, what does less shipping costs mean? And I'm wondering if this is one of several errors on the page, if they mean plus shipping and handling, not less shipping and handling. But I think they should clarify that, because if they are open to an English-speaking market, as a primarily English speaker, I would be confused if I thought I was going to get a discount on shipping and handling, because that's what less shipping and handling implies. Come to find out, it just means plus shipping and handling. Let's assume it's supposed to be plus shipping and handling, because if they were going to give you less shipping and handling, I feel like they would say, oh, we're taking $4.50 off, like something like that. Even if that were the case, I still feel like MLMs, because they charge so much, and I understand some of them have consumable products, should pay for returned shipping. And if people, I understand there's an issue with people who will scam the system and it costs money to do all this. Multi-level marketing companies have the money to pay for shipping, like they have the money to put better graphics on their website. A large part of this website seems to be written by a generic AI that it was given a basic gist of what to write. But then we have sections like this that were clearly written by someone who's bilingual. But if it's all the same, I still feel like it's okay to push for better, especially with these companies. I think their reps deserve a correct website, a nice website. I think they deserve that. They do so much, they deserve a nicer website. Overall, I don't think this is a very awesome return policy. I was not impressed at all. It's holy hassle. You can't just return it if you don't like it. And I really think that people, for what they pay, should be able to do that. I understand if it's a liquid product, that might be different, in which case just say that you won't take it back. I understand that that can be messy. Just say like, this item isn't refundable. But for things like powders that have resealable packaging, or vitamins or supplements that come in little canisters, yeah, I think people should be able to return that. Or skincare products that still have like 50%, whatever like Ulta and Sephora's policy is, still have a lot of the product in there. So, like they're not just like trying to scam the system. You still should be able to return it if you don't like it, because sometimes it does take people a while to understand that they don't like it or their body's rejecting it. On top of me already not liking it, I like it even less now because you have to make your customers fill out a form. This form is called a return merchandise authorization form. Such a hassle. I cannot imagine trying to get my customer after I've been pining away for them to buy something for possibly years. They finally do. They decide they don't like it, or they don't want it anymore, because actually you can't just return it if you've tried it and don't like it. So it has to be untouched basically, and then return it. They don't even get to try it, and then now they have to do work to return it instead of putting it in a box and taking it to the post office. Or you can call them, which is something I'm not doing. I do not want to jump on the phone. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have a conversation just to return the fucking product. I would never want to work with a company like this. This is so hassly, so much mumbo jumbo, so many hoops to jump through, and maybe that's on purpose, or maybe they just don't know how to function better. They're 7 years old. I would think they would have figured that out better, but I just don't think it's good customer service to make your customers and your distributors have to deal with stuff like this. I just think it's too messy, and personally, I wouldn't want to deal with it. And they've already had a conference. Now, let's take a look at what a smaller company like this, what their conference might look like. This company looks like they got enough people out to rent out a ballroom, which sounds about right based on the fact that this company is not exactly jumping and jiving from my perspective. I don't mean this to come off as an insult or any type of rude way, but this seems like a company that's going after your auntie or maybe your grandma. And I personally, I don't want to see my aunties getting involved in an MLM, especially not one like this that doesn't even have a nice website for you to look at. I would want the bare minimum for mine if they were going to make that choice. And I definitely don't want to see my grandma involved in MLM. That would make me very sad. My final thoughts about this company is that it needs a lot of work. They need to work on their customer service. I think they need to improve their return policy. And there are some errors that I saw on the website that I think could be misleading for potential customers and distributors who are on the front lines of all of this. Like, they are the person that if a customer has a problem with, they're going to first go to their rep. So they shouldn't have to deal with all this riffraff. I don't think it's setting them free to go do their marketing on the right foot. I think they deserve better for the amount of work that multi-level marketing reps do. I don't know that this company is going to see much growth. I think that their beliefs about their goals and how they see themselves is all sunshine and rainbows, but not based in the collective reality that you and I are probably in and they are not, where it's not getting a lot of traction on the internet. Now, unless I'm wrong and they are on and popping on some other social media platform that I'm not on, I don't know. But what did you think? If you have commentary for the class, leave that down below. Please do not go harass them. That is not what we're here to do. That is not the point of my videos. Don't interact with people. Don't interact with the company on their page. Leave them alone. If you have commentary for the class, just leave it right here. Just leave it right here. Okay, do not feed the beast of MLM. And if you like this video, give it a little likesy poo. And if you super like this video, share it with your besties. We're only like 40 people away from hitting my end of the year goal, which was 2,000. So that was crazy. Sometimes I don't expect my longer videos to really take off at all. Like, I kind of expect people not to really watch them. Some people find the hour mark kind of scary, but my last longer videos have actually performed really well. So thank you guys for enjoying them, and make sure you are subscribed so you get to see all of the rest of my videos and all of my shallow dives, because I am running through that list. Thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next one.